Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hi guys. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to achieve the hairstyle that I have on right here. These are my everyday natural beach waves. I use exclusively a flat iron. So if you've always wondered how the heck to do flat iron waves, today is your day, my friend. This is my old faithful. I do pretty much all of my hairstyles with a flat iron. Not gonna lie, I might be biased, but I really feel like flat iron waves last longer than curling iron waves. That's just my opinion, but I'm gonna show you exactly how I achieve the look that I have right here, what products I like to use, and a few tips and tricks that I have. So let's get into it. This is my GHD flat iron. This is my old faithful. I love it. I've had many versions of it because I've lost it like twice. Yikes. But I always come back to this. It's a great flat iron and it gets very hot. Before we get into the tutorial, I know people are going to ask what products you used. So like I mentioned, I have very thick, kind of coarse hair with a frizzy wave. I went in last night with two K18 products. I went in with K18's Peptide Prep Detox Shampoo. I use this about one time per week. I have like very dry scalp, so this has been a little bit helpful for that. Not an ad, just sharing what's working for me. And the K18 Damage Shield Conditioner. I've really been loving this combo. And then I also put in K18's Molecular Oil. I think I did a little bit too much, so probably with this brand spanking clean hair, I'm gonna have to go in with dry shampoo, which murders me. But are you really a girl if you don't wash your hair and finally have clean hair and then put too much oil in it? We all do this. So first thing is first, we are going to go in and do a rough straighten throughout this hair. For me, we have to tame some of this volume. We'll get nothing done with this much volume. And I like when my hair is a little bit flatter on top. I think it looks a little cooler and younger in a way. I don't like a full body, like 90s blowout. I mean, I say that now, but like right now in this period of my life. So I go through and I straighten as much as I can. I also get in and try to get these baby hairs. I have so much regrowth from having children. Like, it's actually kind of crazy now that I'm looking at it. This is all regrowth. Like, that's how much it was all bald, like right here. After you have a baby and you are literally leaking milk out of your boobs, your stomach is huge and squishy. And for me, I had a 3rd degree tear, so I'm torn from my vagina to my asshole. And then your hair starts falling out. You're just like, can we not? Anyway, we're focusing on straightening our hair. That's what we're doing here, Emily. I go through, make sure you get these under bits. And I like to get the back of my head here too. Okay, our rough straighten is complete. Doesn't have to be perfect, but for me, it's just about getting the volume out. Then what I like to do is do kind of a half up, half down, get some of this hair out of the way. I just like to use like a silk scrunchie that's not gonna create any types of like marks and kinks in the hair. And then I usually just start from the front. Take your hair, maybe run it through with a straightener one more time. Then clamp the hair, flip the hair straightener, and pull it down and away from your face. And the more tension that you use, the more kind of springy the curl is going to be. So as you can see, I did a very small piece and I used quite a bit of tension and I got this type of wave. Now, let me do another piece and show you another way to kind of do it. So I'm just running the hair straightener through one more time. Then I'm taking the hair straightener. I have the hair flipped or clamped and then I flip it. I'm pulling it down and away from my face a little bit more diagonal this time, right? And I'm not using as much tension and the curl becomes a little bit more like this. It's not quite as tight as this. I don't really like a super tight curl because I end up just going through and like straightening it again. But just to give you an idea of how to do it. Okay, so the bottom half of my hair is done. Some of these waves look a little different than others. Some are a little bit tighter, but that's okay. You can just leave it for now. We can go back and tweak it later. The next thing that I like to do is I'm coming in, I'm taking out my top knot, and I am taking just 1/2 of my hair here. Because honestly, that's all I can handle because I got a lot of hair. I kind of like to go in with these back pieces first, clamp the hair, I'm flipping it down and away, all the way to the bottom. You see that curl? It's quite a curl. And you can alternate between doing larger pieces and smaller pieces. It'll probably look a little bit more natural. If you want a looser, kind of cooler wave, it's better if you go kind of diagonal and out. Do you see what I'm doing here? Versus, I'll show you a tighter curl, but that's kind of more of a diagonal. If you want something tighter, you kind of go straight down. So the tension on the hair right here, I'm going straight, straight, straight down. And I'm using quite a bit of tension. And that creates much more of like a corkscrew curl, which I don't know if you can see it, like that. That's fine, it'll fall later. And sometimes I just go in and straighten it a little bit because like, that's what girls do, curl and straighten. But I definitely prefer something a little bit looser, and I do this diagonal technique a little bit more. Now, if some of your curls and waves are coming out a little corkscrew-like, it's okay. You can go through and do a rough straighten, like not tight, but just kind of, sorry, I'm like yelling, not tight, but just kind of roughly go through the hair just to straighten it slightly. And definitely I tend to always do the ends a little bit because I just prefer the way that that looks. But now all I have left is this side, so let's move into it. I tend to now go into the back of the hair, and I'll use larger sections for the back of the hair because like, who's looking at that? Not me. Whoever's seeing me from the back. I take the hair, I flip it, flip the hair straightener upside down, down and away from my face. And for my roots, I tend to really like to like get in there and straighten it just to like make it look a little neater. So this full side of my head is done for now. You can run your fingers through it. We're gonna move on to this side. I'm gonna put this in again with the large scrunchie, just get it out of my way. We've got just a tiny bit left. I feel like I've done like so many different versions of these waves all over my head, so it might not be totally uniform, but that's okay. We can go in later and tweak any areas that we would like to tweak. I cannot sing my praises more about this Flatiron because I don't know, maybe I just have like flashbacks from my Conair hair straightener from like the 2000s that just like didn't work, and it would take me legitimately like 4 hours to straighten my hair because I then also had so much hair. The fact that this works so quickly and it gets so hot and I don't experience a ton of damage with it, just love it. It's like a great tool and it works so well. But we are almost done here, kids. Let's get our center part going here, and then this is when some tweaking usually needs to happen. Okay, so as you can see, this side I went through with the flat iron a little bit, and I tweaked it and kind of flattened it a little bit because I don't love these type of corkscrew type curls. But that's okay, just go through. Don't go super tight on your flat iron because then you're actually gonna straighten your hair. You're just kind of trying to flatten some of these waves a little bit. Sometimes I have to go through the crown of my head again one more time to clean it up a little bit and make it look nice and neat. And then my favorite hack in all of this, and something that I live, breathe, die by, is I put a hat on after I do all of that. And then usually when like in my mornings or whatever I'm doing, I don't have my makeup done yet, so I do my makeup with my hat on. I keep the hat on because it flattens my hair and it gives it a really, really cool shape. I feel like the hair is still warm, it's still kind of heated, and this flattens it. It takes away some of the flyaways, so we'll come back and I'll show you what this looks like. Okay, everyone, let's take the hat off and give you the grand reveal. So when you remove your hat, it might look a little bit worse before it gets better, but trust me. But the hat just gives the hair a really nice, cool shape for me. I have very, very thick, coarse hair, so this is the case for me. If you have thinner hair, might not be the case, but this is kind of my little go-to hack / trick. And then it kind of gives the hair that cool shape. It takes away some of the flyaways on top, and this is where you end up. I also sometimes go in with a little bit of this hair oil, which I'll do right now, literally a dot. I tend to want to do a ton and then I like need to wash my hair immediately. But yeah, this is the final look. I hope that this video was helpful and informative. Whenever I'm trying to learn a new hair technique, I need it said in like a million different ways and like shown in a million different ways in order for me to finally like get it and for things to click. So I hope that this video provided that for you. This will last me sometimes anywhere from like 3 to 4 days. Of course, by day like 4, my hair is on the greasier side. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to see more content like this from me, let me know in the comment section what you would like to see next. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you've been following me for a while, thank you for sticking around and following along. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye.